How are you doing this pre-Thanksgiving week? All of us here are preparing for the big day. Cousin Levon and her husband will be joining us this year, they said. They might even bring their granddaughter, Louise. She's 2 years old now. I hope they do it, Woody. A delight to hear the pitter-patter of little feet in our home once again.
Joefer here, the Cranky Old Gay Guy. So today I'm going to be giving you a quick read from my book, 35 Letters from a Mother to Her Son by Joefer Ferguson. And this letter has to do with Thanksgiving, so I thought it was apropos. Here we go. Hello, Gordon. It's November 17th, 1973. Hello, Gordon. How are you doing this pre-Thanksgiving week? All of us here are preparing for the big day. Cousin Levon and her husband will be joining us this year. They said they might even bring their granddaughter, Louise. She's 2 years old now. I hope they do. It would be a delight to hear the pitter-patter of little feet in our home once again. I remember when that little pitter-patter came from your feet, Gordon. We were so happy then, your father and I. You were our firstborn, and a boy to boot. Oh, how your father wanted a boy that he could shape into an outstanding young man, a man in his own image. Do you remember when it was just us, Gordon? No Truman or Rachel yet? You were such a happy little boy. I think you were happy for most of your childhood. You remember those times, don't you, Gordon? When you were so very, very happy? You were even happy to welcome your little brother and sister in the family. There was so much love in our family then. What caused all of this to change, Gordon? When did you start to feel so unloved that you pulled away from us? We never stopped loving you. Even up to this day, I still don't understand what it was that made you change in such a drastic way. You were a good Christian boy on the fast track to a normal, successful, and happy life. A life with a beautiful wife and beautiful children. A life that any parent would be proud to see their children have. But somehow, along the way, you went off track. Did something happen to you that you didn't tell us about? Were you corrupted by a non-Christian man when you were just a teen? I've heard stories of this happening to young boys, and then years later, they change and turn away from their families. Is this what happened to you, Gordon? Who was this evil man that had made your life so miserable? Tell us who it is, and your father will pay him a visit and make things right again. You know, we could help you, Gordon. We could set you up with a counselor here in Springwater. The church even knows of a man that has helped other families that have had boys go astray like you have. I'm sure that speaking to him would really widen your eyes to the truth and help you realize that you can get back on the right path. Please consider this, Gordon. We want to help you, but you need to want to help yourself as well. Come home, honey. We can get back to the way things were before all this happened. I didn't get your card last week. Maybe it got lost in the mail? That must be what happened, as I'm sure you didn't forget your own mother's birthday. You would never intentionally do something like that. Rachel gave me a beautiful card that had a bouquet of roses on the front. It was really pretty. Inside it was a poem that read, "Roses are red, daisies are clever, but a mother's love lasts forever." That is so on the nose, don't you think? Other than not getting your card, the day went off without a hitch, much the same as it does every year. I'm 1 year younger now, so that makes me under 40 again. A woman starts counting backwards after a certain age. That's something you should know about women. Your father took me to a fancy steakhouse up on Black Ridge to celebrate. It wasn't really all that far to drive, and besides, it was well worth it. The service was great, and the waiter, oh, he was so handsome. I swear he was flirting with me right there in front of your father. Your father had steak and mashed potatoes, and I had filet mignon. I think that I spelled that right. I would definitely recommend it to you. I would definitely recommend it to anyone celebrating a special occasion. Maybe when you move back home, we could all drive to Black Ridge and have dinner there as a family. I just know that you would love the food there. It was divine. I hope we can very soon. Missing you. Love, Mom. Okay, that is just one letter out of 35. This is the 5th time that I've been reading letters from the book. This is a book all about Americana, basically. It's about a woman's struggle after her son leaves home, and she's coming to terms with why he left home. Let the cat out of the bag. It's because he was gay and his father made him leave. She's trying to get him to come home, and every letter she tries to get him to come home. And these letters range from 1972 to 1980. These are a one-sided conversation, as these are just letters that were written to him from his mother, not any letters coming back and forth. I encourage all of you during this holiday season to have a nice time. Reach out, say hi to somebody. If someone's lonely, give them company. If you are alone, you're not the only one alone, and you're not alone in this world, so don't let that get to you too much. And I covered that in my last video from yesterday about being alone on the holidays, so you might want to watch that one if you are alone this holiday season. Okay, I'm going to let you go. You'll notice in this book, Mildred, the mother, was just kind of giving him a background of what's going on. She did ask him to come home, probed a little bit deeper into why he is the way he is. She didn't really guilt him into anything in this letter, which is refreshing. And I hope that you, if interested, that you reach out, get the book. It is on Amazon in all formats, including audio. No, I do not read the audio portion. Stacy, I believe her name is Stacy Smith, was an actress I hired to record the book. And she does a pretty good job, so you might want to check that out as well. And until tomorrow, Black Friday, I'm going to say, have you all a wonderful Thanksgiving Day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Remember when that little pitter-patter came from your feet, Gordon? We were so happy then, your father and I. You were our firstborn and a boy to boot. Oh, how your father wanted a boy that he could shape into an outstanding young man. A man in his own image. Do you remember when it was just us, Gordon? No Truman or Rachel yet. You were such a happy little boy. Then I think you were happy for most of your childhood. You remember those times, don't you, Gordon? When you were so very, very happy. You were even happy to welcome your little brother and sister in the family. There was so much love in our family.